When a game is razor close, knowing how to set traps and counter score is extremely important. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the concepts of counter scoring and give you a few examples.
Can we play bones tonight? Sweet!
In the sport of boxing, you'll hear the term counter puncher. This guy is a counter puncher. Now, what this means is this is somebody who uses their opponent's offense against them to get an advantage, looking for opportunity to score off their opponent's efforts to score points. Now, this same theory applies in the game of dominoes. You can set traps like the Orkin Man and then counter and capitalize on your opponent's greed. Let's jump into a few examples. So for our first example, we're going to ease into it and keep it simple. Now we're going to look at honey dominoes or honey bones. Now these can change based on the spinner, but it's always whatever the spinner number is and a 5 or whatever the spinner number is and a 0. So as you can see in this clip, there's 5 points being scored. And if I use the 6 blank, I'll take that same 5. Or if I use the 6-5, I'll take 10. So here is the usage of that second honey bone to count 5 points. So you see how you can set these up, baiting your opponent to take money, knowing that you have the counter to get the same money or more. Let's look at another example, probably one of the most countered sequences in the game of dominoes. And this is when you have the double 5 and you also have the double blank. So if you lead with the double 5 and you have the double blank, but don't have 5 blank, you know that they might have it and they'll take that 10 and you can just follow up and take the same 10. So it's a quick, easy 20-point swing for you. So we can see just by having these 2 dominoes, we can forecast the next 2 or 3 plays. Before we get into our last example, I left a free detailed counter scoring strategy guide in the description. So feel free to grab that, and it's going to break down these concepts in more detail. Example number 3. Now in this example, we're leading with the 3-2 or the show shot. But in this instance, our counter bones are going to be the 2-2 and the 2-4. So with the opponent countering with the double tray, we're looking to use our counters. And the first counter we want is the 2-2. And the reason for that is because that gives us still yet another counter with the 2-4 if they come back with, let's say, 6-3. Now, how can you use this domino principle? Well, knowing how to counter is a great asset to your domino game, but it comes in particularly handy when you have a cushion of points or you have a small lead and you're close to winning a game. For example, let's say you're up by 15 points and you need 5 to win. You can afford to give up 10 to counter and get your 5 points. So you would be willing to set a trap for the opponent to take 10 if it means that you get your 5. As they say in Fast and Furious, it doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or by a mile. Winning is winning. I hope this video was helpful in bringing some depth to scoring concepts, teaching you how to counter score. I also left a free detailed counter scoring strategy guide in the description for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And always remember,
if you don't got fives, don't play them.
For real. Facts.